the class. Okay, I like to revise this vocabulary. This vocabulary is for lesson 73. Okay, for the present perfect progressive. Before we get started with that, I would like to see this vocabulary. Please repeat after me. Phrases in bold.
Phrases in bold.
Very good. And here is the meaning in Spanish, right? In the orange part, you can see, you can read the translation or the meaning in Spanish. Next word, beyond. Repeat, beyond.
Young.
Notice, beyond. The English class is beyond grammar, okay? It's like more, okay? Well, I want to go beyond Mexico. I want to go beyond. You're in the United States and you want to travel beyond Mexico. That means you want to go to Honduras. You want to go to Panama, Chile, Brazil. You want to go beyond Mexico.
Okay.
Several.
Several.
Sorry, it's a mistake. It's varias. Several is varias.
Several is varias.
Varias. Varias. Several varias.
Okay.
Characteristics.
Characteristic.
Characteristics. Exactly.
Characteristic.
Common.
Common.
Common. Yes, very good. Common is for example, the flu. The flu is very common this season of the year. Common. Okay. Push yourself. Push yourself.
Push yourself.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
You see, the dog is very comfortable, you know, eating popcorn and watching TV in her living room. So that's a comfort zone. We're gonna see context. Take a risk.
Take a risk.
Take risk.
Take risk.
Take risk.
Take risk.
Risk. Riesgos. Try new things.
Try new things.
Try new things.
Try new things.
Give up.
Give up.
Give up.
Give up. I don't want you to give up in your process of learning English. I don't want you to give up. Give up.
Give up.
Measure your progress.
Measure
your progress.
Your progress. Yes, measure your progress.
Measure your progress.
Yeah, measure your progress.
Measure your progress.
Yes, measure your progress. Repeat, measure. Measure.
Measure.
Measure your progress.
Your progress.
Progress. Yes, exactly. Very good. Okay, now we're going to see if we remember most of this vocabulary. So we're going to practice vocabulary about this section in the online work. Okay, so let's go and see. Check it out. There are some sentences or there are some context where I want you to put this vocabulary. Notice the vocabulary can be in present or the vocabulary can be already conjugated in past form. For example, gave up, measure, pushes, that is in present, beyond my comfort zone, progress, and take risk. Only 6 words. Please, for the first one, can you help me to read the context and select the best option for the first one, please, okay?
Read?
Yes, please.
I went mountain climbing for the first time last year. It was terrifying, but I think it's good to gave up.
Gave up? Do you remember the meaning of gave up?
Rendirse. Risk.
A risk?
Dice Checo. Dice Checo.
Okay, let's follow Checo's advice, okay? Okay, well, what about number 2, Mary? Thank you very much. What about number 2, Mary? Can you read?
Ahorita. Es que está muy chiquito. Estoy trabajando en el teléfono y está chiquito. I
Ah.
don't. A ver.
No problem.
Ay, todo me sale. Todo se me sale. Madre mía. Es la 2, ¿verdad?
Yes, number 2.
I don't mind taking exam. It's a good way to my progress. Ay, ¿dónde está? Progress, no. My progress, ¿dónde están? Es que no alcanzo a ver las palabritas, Dios mío. Gap,
There you go.
push, no. Ya, beyond my comfort zone, no. Gap, poner. Más poner eso. Gap, ¿cómo es? Gap up, no.
Gave up?
Gave up.
Gave up. Rendirse. It's a good way to... Okay, it's a good way to give up.
Ay. Dios mío.
Oh, sorry. Let me put it like a small one. Like this.
No queda, ¿verdad?
Gave up.
No queda.
And
I don't no pienso tomar examen. I would it.
I don't mind. Es no me importa tomar exámenes.
Entonces.
No me incomoda. No me incomoda. I don't mind.
I don't mind. ¿Y cuál será? Ay, Dios mío. Push beyond my.
A ver. ¿Qué puso Checo?
Muse. ¿Por qué no?
Measure.
¿Crees que measure?
Measure, okay. Measure. Dice Checo measure. Vamos a ver si sí. You want to go for Checo's advice? Yes. Okay, number 3. Please, number 3, can you read it out loud? Okay.
I started learning the guitar this year to practice every day for my progress
Very good.
is very slow.
My progress is very slow. Okay, number 4, Checo. I joined a drama club 2 years ago. I'm a very shy person, but I wanted to do something that would push me. It was scary, but I love it. What is your choice, Checo? Okay, Checo says beyond my comfort zone. Yeah. Okay, 2 more. Mary, can you answer number 5, please?
Qué bárbaro.
This one.
I tried to learn how to play chess, but it was just too difficult for me, and I, ¿dónde está? Ahora voy a subirle. Push.
I push. It was too difficult for me.
For me. No, ¿dónde está? Ay, Dios mío.
This one.
Give. Bueno, ya una de las dos tiene que ser, ¿verdad?
Yeah, gave up. Gave up. Remember, gave up is the past of give up. And give up, what's the meaning of give up, Suhey?
Give up.
Sorry.
No rendir.
Yeah, rendirse, exactly. Yes, rendirse. And the last one, the most difficult one. Can you just help me to read it out loud, please, okay?
My tennis coach is really great. He pushes me to practice every day and improve my game.
Exactly. Very good. Let's submit. Very good. Congratulations. You did a great job on this. Now, again, let's see a strategy that can help you to get better results in your exercise like this. Okay. take risk, okay? Take risk can sound a little bit something difficult, something negative. So always try to find a synonym word or a word that can help you to find a relationship between the answer and the context. What is something that can probably be synonym of take risk? Terrifying, no? Terrifying. Terrifying, take a risk. Yes? So again, taking exams is a good way to measure, take exams. Okay? Actually, this is combined. You have my progress, so you remember that the combination word is measure your progress. So basically, by default, you need to remember the vocabulary and then you'll find the connection. Okay? Progress, slow. Yeah, progress, slow. Synonym, it's like an adjective. Yes.
Ay, me voy a salir de aquí, discúlpame.
Yes, no problem. Comfort zone, get beyond comfort zone. Okay. Do something that will push me, push, presionarme, empujarme beyond my comfort zone. Okay. Gave up, difficult, gave up. So always coach pushes. Okay, always try to find a word in the context that can help you to see the relationship, and that way you're going to be able to do a good job in the vocabulary exercises as well. Now, I would like you to practice with your partner the following questions regarding the comfort zone, vocabulary regarding comfort zone. Discuss with a partner these questions. Question number 1, when you are learning something new, do you usually push yourself or do you prefer to stay in your comfort zone? That's question number 1. Question number 2, have you or has someone you know ever taken any risks? What was the result? Was the result positive or negative? When you're learning something, do you prefer to measure your progress rarely or often? And number 4, have you ever given up something you were trying to learn? If so, why? My question is, do you understand the questions? Do you understand the questions? Yes? Great. Now, I'm going to put you to practice with your partner, okay? So, okay, you're going to practice with Mary, and I'll practice with Checo because Patty cannot talk, she told me, okay? So I'm going to screenshot this for you, and you check it in your WhatsApp, and then you can practice with your partners. All right. Okay, so let me ask you then. When you're learning something new, do you usually push yourself or do you prefer to stay in your comfort zone, Suhei?
I prefer push myself.
Okay, very good. Sometimes it's not easy, right? Because we face, sometimes we are demotivated. We don't have enough motivation. We are probably tired, or probably the weather, or probably the comments of other people don't help. Oh, that's so difficult. Why are you doing so? Why do you want to learn English, for example? So, okay, the negativity of other people also may affect us, but it's really important to push yourself. What about you, Mary? Do you prefer to stay in your comfort zone or do you push yourself? What about you, Mary? Oh, I think Mary is having difficulties. Can you open your microphone, Mary?
¿Ya me escucha usted?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I prefer push yourself.
To push myself, okay?
To push myself. Okay.
Myself, o sea, mí mismo. myself. Okay, very good. It's important, right? It's important. Okay, when you are learning something new, no, number 2, sorry. Have you or has anybody you know ever taken any risk?
What fue el resultado positivo? ¿Cómo dice? Have you?
Anybody can answer this question. Have you or anybody you know ever taken any risk? For example, to start a business and it was risky, but the person started out the business and now the result was good, or maybe the result wasn't as good as expected. No? Do you know somebody?
Yes.
Okay, come on, Suhey.
My husband in the travel in ¿cómo se dice? Camino in the carretera.
In the highway.
In the highway, the more large, and the result positive because ¿cómo se dice? El paisaje.
The landscape. The landscape was beautiful.
It's beautiful, exactly.
Ah, okay. So your husband decided to take a different road.
Yeah.
A different highway, and he kind of risked because he didn't know what the result was supposed to be, but you enjoy the view. You enjoy the view.
Yes.
It was much better. Okay, well, that's a nice example. Thanks for sharing. Very good, very good. Okay, now let's see the third question. When learning something new, do you prefer to measure your progress rarely or often? Rarely or often?
Often.
Often, right?
Yeah,
for example, yes. When you take the quizzes, no, you want to know that what is the result of the quiz, and we take quizzes every lesson, so that gives you immediate result of your understanding. So it's very important not to wait until 1 month or 2 months. It's important to do it regularly. Okay. Now the last question: have you ever given up something you were trying to learn? For example, I started to learn to play the violin like 10 years ago, but I simply didn't have time to practice and I gave up. I gave up playing the violin. My violin lessons. Have you ever given up when you were learning something new? No?
Yes.
Chinese or French or what? Please don't give up English, okay? Don't give up English. It's important. Don't give up. Don't give up. You are more advanced now than in the past. Okay, let's get started with the listening, and I want you to please pay close attention because all of the suggestions, all of the things we're gonna listen are related with the vocabulary that we just learned. What do you see in the picture? What do you see in the picture?
Playing tennis.
Okay, a woman playing tennis. Do you think she's an amateur, or do you think you understand amateur? Amateur is new in the sport. Do you think she's an amateur, or do you think she's a little bit more professional?
Professional.
She looks like professional, no?
Yeah.
She looks a little bit more professional. Okay, yes. I want you to please pay attention to this couple discussing about their progress. One person is more advanced in the sport and he gives suggestions to the other person. So pay close attention to the following exercise. It's a listening exercise about advice to improve in your skills, sport skills. Okay, listening, please. There we go.
Great game, Joe. You're an excellent tennis player.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get to this level, believe me. I was stuck at an intermediate level forever.
What?
Okay, so you can clearly identify that one player is more advanced or more professional than the other. Okay? Who is more advanced, the man or the woman? Okay, listen that again.
Great game, Joe. You're an excellent tennis player.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get to this level,
So who is more advanced in the tennis?
Which
The man or
team?
the woman?
Men.
The man. The man, exactly. The man is more advanced in the game. So listen to the specific suggestions, okay, that he gives to the woman to become a more professional tennis player. Just listen for once, okay?
Believe me, I was stuck at an intermediate level forever.
Why do you think that is? I'm asking because that's my problem. I'm an okay player, but definitely not advanced. And I feel like I'm not making any progress.
Well, that's pretty normal. It isn't too hard to get to an intermediate level in a sport, but it's really hard to get to an advanced level. First, and I guess most important, is that you have to really want to become an advanced player. It's all in the mind. You have to push yourself really hard. It's easy to feel secure at the intermediate level and just stay within your comfort zone.
Yeah, that's true.
Second, you have to take risks. You have to try a lot of things and make a lot of mistakes before you know what works. You lose a lot of games while you're learning.
But I hate losing.
Then you'll never be an advanced player. One way to measure your progress is to lose games. When you finally win a game against someone you always lose to, then you know you've made real progress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And finally, you have to be really consistent. You have to play a lot.
That's part of my problem, too. I haven't had that much time to play lately.
Yeah, it's hard. But try to play just a little more if you can. You're a good player. Don't give up.
Okay, I won't. Thanks for the advice, Joe.
Okay, up to this point, we have just gotten the general idea. Now, I want you to listen one more time, okay, and read this list of suggestions, okay? To become an advanced level player of tennis, or tennis player, you have to get a professional trainer, win a lot of games, really get an advanced level, lose a lot of games, practice every day, feels very secure at the intermediate level, take risks and try new things, practice as much as you can, make a lot of mistakes, and take some time off. Which of these things the man mentions in his speech that help the other woman, that will help the other woman to become an advanced level player? Okay, listen again.
Great game, Joe. You're an excellent tennis player.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get to this level, believe me. I was stuck at an intermediate level forever.
Why do you think that is? I'm asking because that's my problem. I'm an okay player, but definitely not advanced. And I feel like I'm not making any progress.
Well, that's pretty normal. It isn't too hard to get to an intermediate level in a sport, but it's really hard to get to an advanced level. First, and I guess most important, is that you have to really want to become an advanced player. It's all in the mind. You have to push yourself really hard. It's easy to feel secure at the intermediate level and just stay within your comfort zone.
Yeah, that's true.
Second, you have to take risks. You have to try a lot of things and make a lot of mistakes before you know what works. You lose a lot of games while you're learning.
But I hate losing.
Then you'll never be an advanced player. One way to measure your progress is to lose games. When you finally win a game against someone you always lose to, then you know you've made real progress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And finally, you have to be really consistent. You have to play a lot.
That's part of my problem, too. I haven't had that much time to play lately.
Yeah, it's hard. But try to play just a little more if you can. You're a good player. Don't give up.
Okay, I won't. Thanks for the advice, Joe.
Okay, all right. Do you understand a little bit better the second time? Do you understand a little bit better? Yes? Yes, a little bit more? Or it was worse?
Also,
Okay, remember, you don't have, okay, something really important to remember when we listen a track like this, we don't have to understand everything from the listening. The listening has a level of difficulty, okay? If I, for example, I play for you the listenings of the level starter, oh, it's gonna be really easy for you. You're gonna get bored, but now you're not basic students of English. So we need to give it a little bit of difficulty, put a little bit of difficulty to the exercises. Okay, so to become an advanced level player, you have to what? Get a professional trainer? You need to pay someone to train you? Yes or no? What do you say? Yes or no? Get a professional trainer? I choose it, yes or no? You need to pay for a professional trainer? Check it out.
Oh, you're an excellent tennis player.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get to this level, believe me. I was stuck at an intermediate level forever.
Why do you think that is? I'm asking because that's my problem. I'm an okay player, but definitely not advanced. And I feel like I'm not making any progress.
Well, that's pretty normal. It isn't too hard to get to an intermediate level in a sport, but it's really hard to get to an advanced level. First, and I guess most important.
Okay, here it comes. Whenever we're talking about suggestions, okay? So I'm going to give you a strategy for you to focus and try to get the best of your concentration and the best of your understanding of this listening. Don't focus in everything that people say in the track. This can be very frustrating for you because, oh, they just speaking. I just listen, blah, 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 but I don't get anything. Okay, relax and focus, okay? So the first thing you have to do is remember that every listening has an outline. ¿Qué es un outline? Es un borrador, es una fórmula, es un esquema, lo cual es introduction. Okay? Then the body, and then the conclusion. Just like in a writing. Introduction, body, conclusion. That's the only thing you need to understand in a listening. Okay? Okay. My question is, where do you think you are going to find the answers to this listening exercise? Lo van a encontrar en la parte de introduction, body or conclusion of the audio. ¿En dónde encontrarán las respuestas que buscamos? ¿En la parte de introducción, in the body, or in the conclusion of the listening? Díganme ustedes. In the body, exactly. In the body, la parte medular del speaking o del speech que está diciendo la persona. Okay? So, well, I'm going to play it again y quiero que hasta este punto ustedes me digan de qué. Ustedes van a ponerme, van a poner una manita virtual, me escriben en el chat o me paran en seco para que yo le dé pausa hasta que termine la parte de introducción. ¿Va?
Oh, you're an excellent tennis player.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get to this level, believe me. I was stuck at an intermediate level forever.
Why do you think that is? I'm asking because that's my problem. I'm an okay player, but definitely not advanced, and I feel like I'm not making any progress.
Well, that's pretty normal. It isn't too hard to get to an intermediate level in a sport, but it's really hard to get to an advanced level. First, and I guess most important, is that you have to really want to become an advanced player. It's all in the mind. You have to push yourself really hard. Is that you have.
Here is the end. Hasta aquí termina la introducción, right? A lo mejor me estaban haciendo señas, pero no vi porque tenía las camaritas minimizadas. Listen.
Advanced level, normal. It's really first, and I guess.
Hasta aquí donde dice first, a partir de ahí empieza a decir los consejos. Okay? Starting from that point, he started to give the advice to the woman. Okay? So, here is where you need to pay attention. Not in the introduction part. In the introductory part, you won't listen any suggestions. Just blah, 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 blah. Just the context. The introduction is the context. Okay? So listen again. Listen the body part of the listening.
Yes, most important is that you have advanced level. First, and I guess most important, is that you have to really want to become an advanced player.
He just said the first one. Do you identify which one he said? Do you identify which step he mentioned? First thing, get a professional trainer, win a lot of games, really want to be an advanced level, lose a lot of games, practice every day. Which of these? Check it out again.
Have to really want advanced level. First, and I guess most important, is that you have to really want to become an advanced player.
Okay. Really want to become an
Exactly.
That's the first one he said. Really want to get an advanced, really want to get to an advanced level. Okay, that's the first. Listen for the second.
It's all in the mind. You have to push yourself really hard.
What is it? Well, is it the
It's easy to feel secure at the intermediate level and just stay within your comfort zone.
suggestion?
Yeah, that's true.
Second, you
Second.
have to take risks. You have to try a lot of things and
What is second?
No.
What is it? Take some time off?
Yes.
Okay, I want to repeat.
Yeah, that's true.
Second, you have to take risks. You have
Time off or risk? Risk.
Make a lot.
Take risk, no? Take risk. Check it out.
Yeah, that's
hard. It's easy to feel secure at the intermediate level and just stay within your comfort zone.
yeah, that's true.
Second, you have to take risks.
Yes, all right. I understand. Okay. Yeah, okay. Checo understood rest. Es que entendió rest. Pero dice risk de riesgos. Risk.
You have to try a lot of things and make a lot of mistakes.
What is it?
Make a lot of mistakes.
Make a lot of mistakes. Mhm.
before you know what works. You lose a lot of games while you're learning.
Lose a lot of games.
Lose a lot of games, exactly.
But I hate losing.
Then you'll never be an advanced player. One way to measure your progress is to lose games. When you finally win a game against someone you always lose to, then you know you've made real progress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And finally, you have to be
Finally.
really consistent. You have to play a lot.
That's part of my problem, too. I haven't had that much time to play lately.
Yeah, it's hard. But try to play just a little more if you can. You're a good player. Don't give up.
Okay, I won't. Thanks for the advice, Joe.
Okay. Okay. So what is it? Practice every day, feel secure, practice as much as you can. Which one you choose? Escojan uno. De Tin, Marín, de Do, Ini, Mini, Mini, Mo.
As much
Practice
as you
as much as you can. All right, let's submit and see what your answers were. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, no. What happened? Es que le di show the answers. Le puse que mostrara la respuesta. Well, those are the ones we chose, right? Son los que escogimos. Yes? Show all the answers? Yes? Yeah, but those were the answers. Son los que escogimos. Really want to get an advanced player, lose a lot of games, take risks, practice as much as you can, and make a lot of mistakes. Those are the 5 suggestions. So next time, strategy. Lo vamos a aprender y tomar en cuenta esa estrategia for listening. En un listening avanzado, ¿se dan cuenta? Los listening ya no son de how are you, what's your name, o sea, son un poquito más avanzados, más extensos. But let's take it easy. Vamos a hacerlo, para hacerlos digeribles, tenemos que subdividir el listening extenso. Punto número 1, identificar cuál es la parte de introducción, the context, right? The context. Second, the body of the listening es el que nos dará usualmente las respuestas a nuestras preguntas. Y the conclusion, ¿ok? Entonces, mentally divide the listening. ¿Qué parte del listening es únicamente contexto o introduction? Hasta aquí llega el contexto. ¿Ok? A partir de ese segundo punto es en la parte medular o el body de listening. And usually you will listen, you will hear, van a escuchar. First, second, como que pasos, ¿no? First, second, the third, finally, lo dice finally. Usually, those steps are mentioned as part of procedures, okay? And the last part, la última parte siempre es a dismissal, a phrase como que practice, you will be whatever, es una parte para despedirse. Entonces, tomen en cuenta sugerencias cuando ustedes escuchen o se enfrenten a audios un poco más extensos. Y eso es lo que nos vamos a enfrentar en este curso. Y eso es lo que ustedes van a aprender. No podemos quedarnos siempre en basic forever, okay? I need to talk to you more in English, and we need to be exposed to more advanced and complex listenings. All right, very good. You did a great job. I really enjoy your effort. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next. So we got the details for this listening, and we got also strategy. Present perfect progressive. Okay, we won't have time to review, go over this today because time's over. But the next class on Wednesday, we're gonna get started present perfect progressive. Okay, les voy a compartir the formula for present perfect progressive. So far, in a few moments, I'm going to launch the quiz number 72 from the last class. Les voy a compartir for you the quiz of 72.